Friday night, and you're now clocked in on The Late Shift with Will Merril. Featuring everyone's favorite HR director, CorNae Granville. Tonight's guest from the no-show comedy production company, Terence Delaine. And comedian and recording artist, Kymbrali. And now it's time to get that work with Will Merril.
Yeah. Ooh, that song gone, boy. Ooh, y'all hear me. Y'all heard the theme song? Y'all know the vibes? Another episode of The Late Shift with Will Merril. And guess who I am? I am your host, Will Merril, and we got a special episode. Every episode is special, even from the first and second season and part of third season. But this episode right here is definitely special because we got clocking in today my dog Terence Delaine from No Show Comedy right here in Baton Rouge. And also, we had the accidental rapper herself, Kymbrali, clocking in to let us know about her new project. And also how she became a rapper because, you know what I'm saying, let's be honest, she white. But, man, she got bars, man. You know what I'm saying? She outside, for real. You know what I'm saying? She down with the cause. So I think she invited to the cookout. She just can't bring any potato salad. But, you know what I'm saying? She's still invited to the cookout. I think she's vegan, so it'll probably be vegan potato salad, whatever. Anyway, also, we got my girl, CorNae Granville, with the water cooler news. And, we clocking in, as always, each and every week here. Produced by Mad Game ENT in the Mad Game ENT studios. That's right, y'all. We got studios, we got lights, we got cameras, we got a production team. Man, I'm telling y'all, we outside, bro. We are outside. And I want to give a huge shout out. I don't really know dude personally, but I gotta give dude his flowers, man. Left Lane Entertainment's own Little One the Champ. Dude been outside before outside was closed. Like, you go back to his old Instagrams, Little One the Champ Instagram, he was always posting something. He's like, man, we outside. You know what I'm saying? We outside way, back in 2017 to 2018, they were outside. Outside shut down, and now we back open again. Now everybody outside. You know what I'm saying? He's the first one outside. He outside by himself, and then now everybody outside. So now we all just outside in the world. And then we realized that's when outside got too damn expensive. Okay, y'all. Tell y'all right now, these food stamps ain't food stamping like they used to. I don't know what's going on with these food stamps. These food prices get ridiculous. You know what we did for the 4th of July and for Juneteenth? We had a top ramen boil. So that's what happens when we took like a regular boil, and instead of putting like shrimp or crawfish, we put like ramen noodles in it. And so we had like just a bunch of ramen noodles in a bowl and stuff like that. And we, whipped it up and we served it to everybody. And on the grill, we did, we did ramen on the grill too. So instead of getting like, hey, you want a chicken wing? They get this chicken ramen, these ramen noodles. And, you got a steak? I got this beef flavored ramen noodles, whip it up that way. And we also got some boneless ribs. If you don't know what boneless ribs are, those are just pork fingers. That's all it is. I ain't know porks have fingers, but apparently they do. I guess like chicken fingers. Like, instead of raising canes, it's raising veins. You know what I'm saying? It's raising pigtails. Whatever. Food getting expensive, man. It's getting too expensive to eat. It's getting too expensive to be outside. Shout out to Little One the Champ, who's been outside for a long time. He's ahead of the curve. He know the vibes. And I don't know. We're gonna go to a commercial because at this point it's getting too expensive to stand up here. Now I'm hungry because I gotta find me something to eat or something like that. But check out these commercials right here. My favorite ones. I already know what it is. Check them out. They're delicious. We'll be right back. Late Shift with Will Merril.
What's up? This is your girl Megan Good, and I want to give a shout out to Mad Game ENT.
And we are back on The Late Shift with Will Merril, and my guest this evening needs no introduction. So guess what he's getting, folks? An introduction. That's right, man. He's one of the curators of No Show Comedy, which produces comedy shows and content across Louisiana and on the West Coast as well. They are expanding. Without further ado, give it up for my dog, Terence Delaine. What's up, man? How you doing, brother?
How you doing, man?
Good, man. Thank you for clocking in with your boy.
It's good to be here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So tell me, how is it that you're able just to be so successful with No Show Comedy? No Show Comedy has, has established itself as far as like being one of the curators here in Baton Rouge.
I think because we know a bunch of different people, we've been able to, I guess, just keep advertising and meeting different people, and then we always were doing shows in different parts of town, so we weren't necessarily stuck. For a while. We had like the main show at the Guru, which was like in the Garden District, but almost immediately we were doing stuff kind of away from there when we had the show at the Spanishman, and then we started doing stuff downtown. So I think people just kind of got to know that we were doing stuff after a while, and so just me and Omar and Nam, Jeremiah now being all different people from different parts of town, like people got to know us in different ways. So they just got, even if like half the people that know about a show know about it, and then like 10% of them want to come, it's a different group every single time. So it's different crowds that see different stuff. And the comics, we tried to make sure we compensated comics so that they liked it, so they kind of put out a better word of mouth, and then that kind of helped everything out too.
Cool. So did the pandemic, did you turn the pandemic to a bandemic during that time, or did it really kind of...
We did not.
It did not turn to a pandemic?
We did not.
Okay.
The pandemic was an endemic for us. It was not a...
Well, how were y'all able to recuperate, you know, or as they say in other areas, shake back as far as, you know, getting back to the excellence of no-show comedy?
So we had started that podcast maybe right before. Like we were doing it, originally we were doing with the On the Mic podcast. It was supposed to be, the concept was to do it right before an open mic.
Yeah.
And so we started in March, and the pandemic happened in March of 2020.
Yeah.
So then it just became kind of a regular podcast, but just in doing that, it kind of kept us communicating and kind of kept us kind of talking to other comics and stuff, and kind of kept that little bit of creativity going. And then that first little bit of the 2020 when we thought we was kind of out of it, we did a couple of shows then, and those were good shows, and then they went right back down. That kind of messed me up in terms of ever wanting to do one until I knew we were all the way good. Like, I don't think we did another thing in 2020 after that. I don't think we actually all the way started doing shows again until probably April of 2021.
Yeah.
We were just kind of doing... We would go to stuff, and we weren't really trying to create stuff just because we didn't want to be the ones that were creating like the super spreader events and stuff. But
Right.
once we got into like mid-April, we kind of figured out what rooms we could still do stuff in, who still had a budget for us. Then we just kind of recovered like that. And then not too long after that, that's when Omar moved, and so he just kind of scoured around LA to kind of figure out spots he was going to do stuff, and he's still kind of switching what makes the most sense out there, because their pandemic situation is different from ours.
So what is the future of Terence Delaine and also like the No Show brand? Like, what is the future? Is it growth, expansion? Is it...
I mean, ideally we want to start doing more stuff. Like one of our things we were doing right before the pandemic, where we were traveling a little bit more and doing more of the round tables and doing some of the pop-up stuff in other cities, with Omar being on the West Coast and me hopefully eventually moving to the East Coast. Ideally, we would be doing some of the same stuff we're doing, but just on two different coasts, and then we would meet up in different cities and try to recreate some of that stuff in a different city, and expand some of our merch stuff. And then, obviously, anytime we would both be here, we would be trying to do stuff. Or Jeremiah, anytime multiple of us would be in Baton Rouge, we would try to put something together. Anytime we do that. But the idea is, most of the stuff we do, we could do not in the same area, so we're just trying to, I guess, make sure we're doing everything the right way, and then just reproduce that same thing everywhere. Try to have the same themes and things. Try to have making sure we're paying people, making sure we're putting together good quality stuff that whenever that audience comes, they know they're getting their money's worth. They don't come to that show and be like, all right, that's the last one I'll go to.
Yeah.
We want them to always to feel like they want to come back to it by making different lineups, trying to have diversity in the lineups, and like, I guess our diversity comic-wise isn't as great as it is in other cities, but I think we've done a good job of pulling people from outside of Baton Rouge to kind of make the lineups more diverse.
Yeah. And then, you know, introducing other comics to the Baton Rouge crowd. Scene. Definitely, I can see that. So let everybody know where they can follow you at, where they can follow No Show, what you got coming up. We're in August, and so we just want to make sure like what you got coming up, you know, so people can check it out.
So to follow our stuff, we can be followed at No Show Comedy on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. If you want to Venmo us some money when you see this, we can also be Venmo'd at No Show Comedy. My handle on pretty much everything, also including Venmo if you want to send me money, is T Delaine, DOS, T Delaine Dose, because I'm a junior. That is where we can send us. You can send me money first. I don't really send it to No Show. You send it to me and I'll divert it to No Show. Events we have in August. In the middle of August, we have 3 different shows. We have a show back at the Guru on August 11th.
Okay.
And then we have Friday Night Laughs at the Station on August 12th. Mm-hmm. And then we have a different showcase that we're going to be doing at Squeaky Pete's on August 13th. I think all those shows are going to start at 8 or like a comedian 8, so it'll be around 8, but
loose 8.
Hopefully y'all get there at 8 so we can actually start the show at like 8:10.
Yeah.
But all of those shows will be Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Omar will be back for those. It might be one of the last ones where me, Omar, and Jeremiah are all on the shows at the same time, and we know ahead of time. So those will be good shows to kind of get a good grasp of all the No Show comedy from before and after and all that.
Nice. Well, Terrence, I appreciate you talking with your boy. Thank you so much, brother.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. And we're going right back on the Late Shift.
Phoenix Air Spa provides its customers with a soothing environment, incomparable professional services, and extraordinary results. Relax, recharge, and re-emerge anew at Phoenix Air Spa, always aesthetically you.
Man, y'all already know what it is, man. Look, I just came out to come in with it. I ain't even say we were back. I ain't even say welcome to the Late Shift. Y'all already know what it is, man. It's not even Late Shift no more. It's time for Water Cooler News, and it's time for CorNae Granville.
Okay, well today in our, social society,
of course,
we have a brand new meme out there.
All right.
And I don't know if everybody been paying attention, and I don't know if y'all can kind of like zoom up. Maybe they will, maybe they won't.
Yeah.
But if not, we'll put it like somewhere right here. But anyway, there's a new meme out there, and it's called Little Miss, and then you can add whatever you want around there. So, lately they've been having some pretty interesting ones out there.
All right.
Little Miss White Toenail. That's for all you helpers to get white all summer. I don't know who said that white toenails was the national toenails for summer, but hey.
I mean, I don't mind white toenails. Like, I don't know.
But only summertime?
I just like white.
That's the only time you see them.
That's true. I mean, I guess, white in the summertime,
I guess. Also, they have Little Miss Can't Spell Restaurant.
Y'all want to dinner? Y'all want a dinner plate?
Yeah, if you can't say it, or spell it, just say dinner.
Yeah.
Y'all want eat?
Y'all eat.
Like I used to do Janae. You want eat? Okay. Just
want din?
Din, something like that. Next, we have Little Miss in Everyone's Effing Business. That's for you little nosy little misses out there.
That's the ones out there that want to be everybody's business, but they can't start no business. That's what's wrong with them now.
Huh?
Hell, don't worry about me. Get your LLC. That's all.
Oh, you can LLC, but you couldn't come see me. Huh?
Right.
Oh, okay.
So you want to start a business, but you couldn't start your love for me. Okay.
Okay. Well, not only they got the Little Miss, whoever out there, we got the Mr. out there too.
Oh, I bet.
And we're gonna put another little picture up there, like
right here. It's gonna be up there.
We got Mr. Ran Through.
Oh, yeah, he for the streets.
Ain't even no little in front of his thing. Mr. Ran Through. That's a broad statement right there.
Yeah.
Mr. Should I Start a Podcast?
Bro, shout out to everybody that have podcasts that's not on the podcast station. That's shout out to everybody got podcasts. They shooting off of cell phones and put it on YouTube and call it a podcast. Bro, that's a YouTube video, bro.
We also have Mr. Never Pay You Back.
Oh yeah. Shout out to everybody that still owe me money. You know what I'm saying? They left me back in 2019.
And they jump back on Little Miss New Man Every Week.
Oh yeah, I know it's coming like that. Shout out to those. You know what I'm saying?
So if y'all haven't seen these memes, they're out there and they're gonna be floating around, and they're hilarious. And I know you're gonna make up some new ones for that. That's all I got, y'all. I love y'all. See y'all next week.
We'll see y'all next time. We're right back on the Late Shift. We are back on the Late Shift with Will Merril. My second guest this evening needs no introduction, so guess what she's gonna get? An introduction. That's right, y'all. She is multifaceted, multi-talented. She's a comedian, writer, actor, and rapper as well, man. She got bars and funnies. Y'all give it up right now for Kymbrali. What is up?
What's up?
How you doing?
Amazing.
That's awesome.
How are you?
Thank you for clocking in with your boy.
It's amazing. Thanks for having me.
Awesome. So tell me, I gotta hear. I always, I see the things and something like that, and I hear the story. But I just want to know from your own mouth, how did you come, just to start this comedy rap journey?
Well, I was living in China. I was a law professor at a university, and I was trying to write jokes, but they weren't really coming out right. And then I was trying to date this really cute guy who was a music producer, and he was like, let's try to take one of your jokes and write it into a song. And I was like, yeah, okay, sure. I didn't really. And then we made a song, and then it was like the funnest thing I've ever done. But because of where we were, we made a song, and then we were booked 3 days later. And we got our first gig because we were the only foreigners making music in China where we were, in that little small town.
Yeah.
And then I fell in love with it, and I really started studying it, and here we are.
Okay.
In year 8 now.
Year 8?
Yeah.
Awesome. So how's the journey been starting from that one moment until now? So how's it been a maturation of the content? Has it been, learning about?
Yeah, I think when you start off, you emulate what you like and what you listen to. And then you really kind of find your own flow and your own style. And, I probably picked the hardest thing that this face would allow me to do, especially in China. They don't want me to rap. They want me to teach their kids English or whatever. So it's because I'm a white girl in the hip hop sphere. I feel like I have to be that much. My bars have to be that much better. My visuals have to be that much better. My stage show has to be that. I can't be rapping over my own vocals, and so I have to put in a lot more extra. I'm out there rapping and running in the heat, trying to because people are already looking at me going, she can't. She's not. No, that's her. She needs to sell me insurance. Homeroom teacher vibe.
Exactly. I do get to, St. Joe's Academy. Shout out to all the St. Joe's Academy attendees out there. So, how is the Kymbrali experience whenever someone comes to a show? Can you kind of elaborate on that?
Well, I'm a believer that if you're making the audience just laugh, you're not doing your job. So I need to elicit all kinds of different emotional reactions. It's like a roller coaster. You're going to be oohing, you're going to be eyeing, you're going to be twerking. I had people twerking at my show at the Juke Joint last week when I headlined. So at a twerk comedy show, who's doing that? You're twerking, you're dancing, you're bobbing your head, you're laughing, you're oohing, you're eyeing, you're, So you're going to have all the emotions with me because, that's what, if I got to deal with this, that's what y'all got to deal with for an hour.
It's crazy because a lot of people, they think about comedy, they think you always have to be funny all the time, but you just have to be interesting. No matter what the audience may react to, as long as they're still listening and engaged to it, I think you got their attention.
Yeah, nowadays with social media, as long you can build a brand doing whatever. You don't have to be the best at anything. You just have to get people to like you and come buy a ticket. As long as you're selling tickets, you can do whatever you want on stage, I've seen girls take dumps on the stage before, hey, shout out to Always Lounge. That's always a fun time.
Mark that off my bucket list.
That's their act.
Wow.
Jello, lube wrestling, whatever you want to do. If you can get people to come watch it, you can do whatever. So you just can entertain them,
Just putting a lot on my mind.
So you have this EP coming out. Let us know exactly, what will we expect on this project you have coming out?
All real music. Of course my bars are gonna be funny, but it's not like a parody. It's everything's original. They're all original beats. It took me a year to make. It's 5 tracks. I have 2 really good features with my producer, who I finessed the song out of. Shout out to Ricky God. And also this amazing battle rapper, Hustle. He's pretty big in the battle rap scene. So we've got, and this is the first time I actually had features with American artists that are really solid in the hip hop, sphere. So I think it's gonna be, and I don't even really know the genre. Like some songs are hip hop, but some are pop, and some are like weird. Like I just make music, I don't really say like, let me make a trap song today.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get in a gangster rapper mood though, I remix a Juvenile song last week. Okay.
And it's funny because like, you take hilarious concepts, you take funny concepts, you take things that are like, they'd be funny, but yet it doesn't have that parody type of, like, you're not making fun of rap. Like a lot of people, they make a rap song and they kind of making fun of
like
hip-hop genre.
Weird Al.
Yeah, Weird Al Yankovic, something like that, but you're actually making like just a funny concept. So is that like something that they're like a thin line that you tote between making a funny song versus a parody?
Well, I mean, if people really understand what the definition of parody is, there's a difference between mocking something and parodying something. When you mock something, what you're doing is you're decreasing the value of the original work. But when you parody something, you're actually using your artistic creation to add value in a different way to the art. So, I mean, for me, I'm really into comedy. I'm really into hip hop. I study this stuff. I grew up in New Orleans. I grew up listening to Mystical, Cash Money, UG, like all these, So, I mean, I'm going to parody what I like. I'm not going to waste time listening to a beat and writing something on stuff I don't like.
So where can we get your project? What's the name of it? Where can we get it and stuff like that?
Well, first off, you can get everything at onlyfans.com/KYMBRALI because that's where I do all my first access stuff, and I put all my new releases. I put whatever I'm doing. If I'm like, I might be rapping and running in a sports bra, and I'll video and put that on. So you have first access, all my music, all my stuff there, and that's really how I'm able to support, my art and put a lot of money into my projects. So that's the number one platform that y'all can go subscribe to. But also my music's on Spotify, everywhere you listen to music, and my EP drops August 13th. Okay. Everywhere, and also I'll be performing that night. We'll have a little release party because I'm performing my Accidental Rapper variety show at Comedy House NOLA.
All right. Oh, make sure August 13th, Comedy House NOLA in New Orleans.
9 p.m.
9 p.m. That's right. Ready to play our little special late shift game called Initial Answer?
Stay ready.
Matter of fact, we're going to have my co-host CorNae play as well. So I'm going to ask you this one question, and y'all both going to get this answer. But of course, you got to say your answer got to start with the letter K. You only got to start with the letter C, all right? Okay. All righty. It's weird.
What starts with K? That's a lot. What language can we use?
I mean, as long as we got to do a subtitle or something like that, or a closed caption, we can. All right.
What do I win? Because I'm competitive. Do I win something?
Bragging rights? Well, I guess we'll keep score. I guess I don't know. We'll come up with something. All right. Kimber versus CorNae. Number one. Y'all ready?
Fight. Okay.
All right. Name a drink.
Kamikaze.
All right.
Cosmopolitan.
All right, there we go. There we are. All right. Name a type of dance.
Crump.
Okay.
Can.
What? Whoa. What is that?
Well, I guess we accept that.
It is a dance, but I don't know if it starts with a C or a K.
We'll accept it. We'll accept it.
Okay, great.
All right.
2 and 2.
It's some white people stuff.
I'll probably say like clogging or something like that. But I think
that is a dance.
I don't know.
That is a dance.
I think it's something to see. All right. Name a fruit.
Cantaloupe.
Kiwi.
All right. There we go. Name a farm animal.
Cow.
Kangaroo. In Australia, they have kangaroos.
That's not.
I mean,
whoa. You can milk a kangaroo,
there's kangaroos out here in Denham. I don't know. People keep they keep all sorts of animals in their backyard. So, finally, name a town in Louisiana. Not all at once.
Me? mean, I was waiting for her.
No, you go
Kenwood.
ahead. You're
Kenwood. All right, Kenwood.
Calabasas.
Calabasas. That's in California.
No, we have Calabasas, Louisiana. Look on the map.
That's over there by Cutoff. Over there. That's in Bunkie.
Canterbury? No.
No, that's Sidla. Would have accepted Karen Crow or
Where?
Covington
Oh,
or
okay. Karen Crow, but where that's at?
Central, Clinton.
Oh. Look. Clinton against win, okay?
Oh, it's all good. It's all good. That's all good. Well, let everybody know where they can follow you at, Kimbra. Let everybody know where they can follow you at, your OnlyFans link, on social media, all that stuff.
Kymbrali. Kymbrali. Just
Kimbra?
one word.
One word, so you got to say it all together.
Google
It's not Kymbrali, it's Kymbrali. It's one. Kymbrali.
That's it. Kimberly, say it all together, kind of like a pimp named Slipback. You say the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? You say the whole thing. Well, Kimberly, we appreciate you coming in, clocking in with your
Thank
boy.
you.
And we'll be right back after this on the Late Shift.
Hair Artifice Salon is professional, affordable, and waiting for you. Give us a call or schedule online for the 5-star look for less.
And that's it, y'all. Another episode in the books. I want to give a huge shout out to Kymbrali. Make sure y'all cop her OnlyFans and her project coming out soon. Also, a big shout out to my dog, Terence Delaine, for pulling up with No Show Comedy. And of course, CorNae Granville. And most importantly, you. Oh yeah, and you too. Thank y'all so much for tuning in each and every week. We'll see you next week on the Late Shift. Same Late Shift time, same Late Shift station, same Late Shift YouTube page, Mad Game ENT. So you know what time it is, guys. Friday night, the weekend's here. So time to hit the sheets, hit the streets, or hit the food stamp office. Because at this point, man, look, we need to go ahead and get some more reparations for this food stamp. Like we need, like, what I'm saying, like a food app or something like that. Not like Cash App, like a food stamp app where you can like Cash App food stamps people. Like, hey man, look, what I'm saying, we go ahead and see this right here. What I'm saying, like I can put my Louisiana purchase card on my iPhone wallet. That'll be hit the tap it. Boop, what I'm saying, food stamp is coming in, we get it in, bro, and then you can just transfer like Zelle. We'll just call it fail, because you fail to get your food stamps in time. So you hit the fail and you just boop, and then what I'm saying, you transfer food stamps. Makes buying food stamps a lot easier. If we had like a Cash App, we had like a Cash App balance and a food stamp balance, that'll be beneficial. I don't know, Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, I don't know, Will Smith, Joe Rogan, Joe Biden, and somebody had to develop this app where we can have digital food stamps out there. Oh yeah, and hit your side chick too. Good night.